It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Let's go.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. The slot man in motion right.
Ready?
3rd and short. Ritter. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Jets will take over. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They try to throw on 2nd. this one is incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Wait.
To throw, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
Okay, ready? Trouble, 38. Set, go.
Throw left side complete. That's Nash. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a third and inches. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
To the right side and into the hands of the Tyrone Branson. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Going for it on fourth down. It's Ritter. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They begin with a run by Mixon. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. The ball comes out. Well, this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Ready.
Young to throw it. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. Slot man moves right.
Red, cycle. Ready.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
52.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set, ready.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
22 needle.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in it.
Touchdown, Texans! Take down with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Ready?
Throwing, Young. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Young now from the 50. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Jets had a woeful 3-12 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here we go. Here we go.
3rd and 19.
Ready.
Young to throw it. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
On the set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Striker. 3-3. Cut.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nash. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Blaster. 6. Right.
Ritter from the gun. That's complete to Dell. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that point?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for distress.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Cycle.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. The play fake. Now Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ready?
On second down, Young again. Caught left side, Hopkins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip at his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunk.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Ritter on 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, Ritter. A short one there, caught by Granson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Flush to his right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Ritter. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. Drew Sanders from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Young. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got Granson, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Working from the gun, Ritter. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Going play action, Ritter. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 36 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Ready?
Hands it off out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 10-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Okay, ready? Set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This a 27-yard attempt here. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now it's Mixon running right. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 9 from the 44. He finds Hopkins complete. No gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field.
Ready, set.
They'll run with Mixon, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 92 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here we go. Here
Young's
we go.
incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hut.
Back to throw. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ready.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Set.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down to the 25. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. Gay's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready.
It's Mixon on the counter, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Yellow, line.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They run for it with Mixon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
22 needle. Set.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
On the set.
17-yard line.
Ready.
It's Young off play action. Man open is Robinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Young. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. One last shot for Young. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's DJ Turner. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow